Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Jurassic World 4 video. In today's video, rather than going down the route of discussing information and news, today we're going to go ahead and discuss some speculation on who I would like to see appear in this movie and why. It's actually recently been a buzz on Twitter with a majority positive reception, so it doesn't seem too far off, and that's why I'm bringing you today's video. But with the script of this movie practically done by now, I doubt that this will be the case. But who knows, we'll just have to wait and see if Jurassic 8 will include any of these characters, or if Jurassic 7's post-credit scene may be able to set them up in the future. Before moving on with the video however, just a reminder that we still have our fundraiser set up for the PCRF, where we're helping kids today across the Middle East who are currently being killed and displaced at an alarming rate, and more specifically in Palestine. If you can spare any amount, it all goes a long way and to a great cause. No matter your opinions, we can all agree that we can't just sit here and let children suffer like this. Together, we can continue to make a difference. Thank you. But for now, let's see who I think should appear in the next trilogy of Jurassic movies. So back in 2019, the Jurassic franchise officially became an expanded movie universe thanks to the release of Jurassic World Battle at Big Rock. Battle at Big Rock was the first official canonical spin-off show or movie or whatever you want to call it that expanded the universe of Jurassic, therefore making it an expanded movie universe like Marvel, like Star Wars, and even other things like now Sonic the Hedgehog. I know, Sonic the Hedgehog has become an expanded movie universe as well. But yeah, so Jurassic became one of those back in 2019 thanks to Battle at Big Rock, a short film that many people actually loved. But Camp Cretaceous further expanded this on bringing a new side to the canon of Jurassic. When Season 1 first released in 2020, we didn't really know what to expect, but it is safe to say that it is canon and it was actually a lot of fun to watch, despite the events of Season 4 and 5, which I'm sure the writers and the producers have learnt from. But nevertheless, Camp Cretaceous was a fun ride and will be continuing the expanded side of this universe with Jurassic World Chaos Theory, away from the main timeline of the movies. But yes, it does take place within the same universe. With Jurassic World Chaos Theory expected to release in either May or June of this year, this show is expected to take place right before Jurassic World Dominion, so the two characters I'm going to discuss in today's video would be a lot older than what we saw in Camp Cretaceous. Not too much older, around my age for one of them and probably coming up to their 40s for another. But who are they? Well, if you guys are a fan of Camp Cretaceous, you know the character of Brooklyn. Brooklyn is essentially a vlogger, or YouTuber, whatever you want to call, that kind of got invited to Jurassic World to showcase Camp Cretaceous for one of her videos. And understandably so, apparently she has something like 27 million subscribers, or something crazy like that in canon. That's insane. But towards the end of Camp Cretaceous in Season 5, we saw that she is investigating something to do with the Lockwood Manor, or something more sinister. She seems to be in a very dark area. Not too sure what's going on, but it does seem her story isn't over quite yet and we could see more of her in Chaos Theory. But Brooklyn essentially gave a more serious tone to Camp Cretaceous, a more investigative tone, and dark and gritty. So if she were to appear in a movie, she would be perfect for a movie that has a serious tone, can be investigative, and is dark and gritty, something that we're expecting Jurassic 7 to be given the latest rumours. So she is definitely one character I would love to see in live action. The next one would be Dave. Now Dave's character, he was a little bit more on the goofier side, but he did have his seriousness to him, he did have more maturity than we originally expected. Yes, he does have his goofy side, but he adds a bit of comedy, but is a serious enough character to get around and have some good sequences in a movie. I'm not saying he'll be the most serious one like Chris Pratt's Owen Grady was, but I'm not saying he is one that's going to be insanely goofy like he was in the animated show. He's a character that can add a little bit of comedy, but also a little bit of action. Someone very, very good and well balanced for a Jurassic movie. But why these two characters more specifically? Well, if you guys didn't know, Brooklyn is actually voiced by Jenna Ortega, and Dave is voiced by Dave Powell. That's right. Two of the biggest actors in Hollywood right now, and it would bring in serious revenue to the movies, just merely having their names to the casting role. Now, I'm sure you guys are aware of who Jenna Ortega is. She is probably the biggest upcoming actress in Hollywood right now. She's been in shows like Wednesday, she's obviously been in Camp Cretaceous, she's been in the Scream franchise, and many, many other movies. So it's safe to say that she is definitely a massive actress right now. But I came across this article from InsideTheMagic.net, and they actually discussed the potential of Jenna Ortega appearing in Jurassic World 4. And they do state that whilst no casting has been confirmed quite yet, the rising star of Jenna Ortega may appear in the upcoming sequel of Jurassic World 4, having already starred in the animated series. And it has been reported lately that no cast members from the previous films are expected to return, but the sequel may introduce an entirely new generation of characters, which may include some, if not all, of the Camp Cretaceous lineup. In fact, this year's Jurassic World Chaos Theory could actually pave the way for the upcoming film. And in her apparent quest to conquer Hollywood, Jenna Ortega's Jurassic return would make a lot of sense, since she's already faced off with werewolves and serial killers. What's a few dinosaurs? And I completely agree. Just merely having Jenna Ortega there as a big name in this next movie is something that I hope Universal don't miss out on. It's something very, very major, and she's a great actress, don't get me wrong. So we'll be having a great actress to portray this character from animation. And if you've seen movies like Marvel, you've seen movies like Star Wars, it's not unheard of to bring animation characters into live action, and it's something that loads and loads of fans really love to see. I did tweet out about this, and I have made previous videos in the past about this, but this could genuinely be one of the best things a new movie could do. They won't have to entirely establish a new character from the ground up, and the unknown audience will be able to learn about Brooklyn and question her backstory, meaning that they'll then go and watch Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory, which would then drive in even more numbers for Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory, and maybe even a whole new set of fans. Because obviously, people love Jenna Ortega, let's not beat around the bush, there's a massive audience out there for her. So those people who didn't know that she appeared in this animated show, and are kind of on the younger side, would obviously love to watch Camp Cretaceous to learn more, not only of the backstory of Brooklyn from the movie, but also learn more of where Jenna Ortega's casting has gone. And essentially, she can still be a new character. She seems to have a new arc at the end of Camp Cretaceous. We still have to wait and see what she does in Chaos Theory, but she'll essentially be a new character to the movies, and I would highly agree to bring her in. But for now, let's talk about Glenn Powell. Now, he is an American actor who has taken Hollywood by storm recently. He's appeared in Top Gun Maverick, which was released in the same year of Jurassic World Dominion. He was great in that. He recently starred in a very popular rom-com called Anyone But You, which also starred Sydney Sweeney. I've heard good things about that, but he's also set to appear in a new movie coming out this year called Twisters. So yeah, he's appearing in a lot of movies that are definitely up and coming as well. And he's a great actor, great voice actor. He did great with Dave. Honestly, I would love to see him appear in live action just for the sake of having Dave there. And one thing I do want to point out here that I'm just noticing as well, Jenna Ortega looks like Brooklyn and Glenn Powell actually looks like Dave. So, you know, they've got that going for them as well. They are both brilliant actors, they both look like their animation counterparts, they both deserve to probably lead a big movie like Jurassic 7, so I don't think it's actually a bad idea to bring them in. Those two characters were probably some of the best of Camp Cretaceous as well. I know some people might not like the pink hair of Brooklyn on Jenna Ortega, which is understandable, but maybe she can just have pink tips, because it seems like she's actually just cut her hair short in the end of Camp Cretaceous in 2018, so who knows what she'll look like in 2022 with Chaos Theory. And then maybe in 2025 she'll have a different look as well. We'll just have to wait and see. But Chaos Theory, as I said earlier, might be paving the way for Jurassic 7's story, which means that Brooklyn may even be brought in from the Chaos Theory story straight into live action for Jurassic 7. Who knows? At the moment, Brooklyn isn't expected to appear in Season 1 of the show, but Season 2 and onwards, there's a possibility for Brooklyn to appear in Chaos Theory, and hopefully maybe even set up her story in Jurassic 7. I mean, if Universal decide not to go through with this or bring in anybody from animation, we've already seen Dodson come in from animation as well, so that was actually great. I lost my shit when I started watching it. I went crazy about it, and I'm sure many other fans did as well. So they can easily do something on the reverse and bring in Brooklyn from animation into live action, or even Dave into live action as well. But if they don't, honestly speaking, I believe that this is a very big missed opportunity for not just the sake of lore and fan service and all of that, but for the sake of revenue. Like, you'll be able to get a lot of money from new viewers from Camp Cretaceous, new viewers of Chaos Theory, and new viewers of the Jurassic franchise who love Glenn Powell and love Jenna Ortega. So it makes a lot of sense from that standpoint as well. So whilst I don't think this is quite going to happen yet in Jurassic 7, I do remain hopeful that Universal see the immense potential here just merely having one of these two characters added into live action. After all, Jurassic is an expanded universe, and crossovers from animation to live action are almost a must when it comes to these type of movie franchises. And let's be honest, it'd be insanely cool to see these actors appear in the movie and portray their animated counterparts as well, especially for the superfans too, who would love to see something like this. All in all, it just makes heaps of sense and is probably one of the best directions the franchise can go. Two beloved characters from the animated series who have the fun yet maturity to lead a film, but are also voiced by two of the biggest actors in Hollywood right now. They won't have to set up a major backstory to these characters since we already kind of know where they're coming from, and we can evolve these characters to be something even better in live action, something that animation can't quite do just yet. To me, it's a no-brainer, but who knows what Universal are cooking up in that lab. We'll just have to wait and see until 2025. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, then please feel free to like the video and share it around with your friends. Don't forget to also consider donating to our fundraiser too, but also make sure you're keeping yourself safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.